Come on, Animal Fan Club. I'm not going to lure you to anywhere malicious. You're definitely not going to be farmed out for your resources and food, right? That is definitely not going to happen. I mean, as you can see, we have some little areas here for you as well. I mean, I'm not going to be farming you or anything, so, why don't you just come along? Why don't you just come inside and say hello? Come on, man, in you come. All of you, in you come. Oh, look at all of them. Look at all of them. Oh dear. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Python and welcome back to another episode of my Minecraft survival series, guys. Thank you very much, A, for your patience, and B, for the amount of support you showed in the last episode. As per the norm, my friends, it is super duper appreciated. It really is. And of course, guys, if you're excited for the episode and you want to continue seeing more Minecraft survival, then do be sure to head down below the video, drop a like rating. So in the meantime, I want to try and get this guy in here. Right, so I want to try and separate these guys out. That would be probably the best idea right now. I want to try and get the sheep in here, and then the cows all in here. In fact, no, actually, I want it the other way around because I want there to be more sheep so I can get loads and loads of wool. Because today, ladies and gentlemen, I want to start on a little sub-project in that you may remember previously I said that I wanted to make a little bit of a market area out of this place. And I think it'd be a nice idea to make a little bit of a start on it. I think probably the first thing we need to do is terraform this place, make it nice and flat, so it's ready to be built upon. And then after that, we need some wool for carpets for the roofs of the eventual market stalls, and then just a bunch of other stuff as well. I just want to get this thing done. So since the last episode, I've been very busy. It's part of the reason it's been such a long time since the last episode, because I have been busy, hard at work, trying to make this wall system look absolutely lovely. And do you know what? I think I have managed to achieve it really nicely. Now, as you can see, it's a lot more minimalistic compared to what was in the last episode. And yeah, I don't know, man, just sometimes in Minecraft, lesser is better. And in this case, I think that really is the case. We've still got the large open fence plan type area. And yeah, as we go along, let's just go inside one of these places and go upstairs. Here we go. We'll go upstairs all the way to the top, and then we can have a proper look at what we've been doing here. So, the first thing is I've installed some trapdoors rather like this, so I can just walk over them and I don't wind up falling all the way down accidentally. And then, of course, we got all of this going on as well. We got ourselves, the redstone lamps with the daylight sensors. I've got some little flower pot podzol areas with the trapdoors on the side, looking really nice, if I do say so myself. And this goes a fair way. Like, I've been doing a fair amount of work on this thing, and yeah, as you can see, progress is getting there. It really is. We can continue on. In this case, we could just run straight over as opposed to having to alter our course when we're running around. And yeah, just in general, things are looking really nice, and I hope you guys are happy with the progress that I have made. The other reason why there hasn't really been much Minecraft survival is because Hermit Quest has been going on. The Hermit Quest has pretty much slowed down the frequency of, like, all of the series. So, I will say that there aren't too many more Hermit Quest videos left. That's not a spoiler of any kind. But, from Season 1, that lasted, what, 12, 13 episodes, something like that. And, yeah, everything is good. Everything is good. So when Hermit Quest ends, we will be going back to a sort of regular schedule, with survival, Hermitcraft, Bedrock, all of that kind of stuff going out much more often, hopefully. So yeah, but anyway, since the last episode, also I've just been trying to get a bunch of resources going. I want to get some cacti on there for green dye, because green is going to be a color within the palette of this entire area. We're going to have wool, of course, for the market areas, cows for leather and food, of course, and yeah, we've got some wheat as well to breed them all up. So yeah, everything's looking good. Everything is looking good. I've been hard at work since the last episode, and yeah, we need to just continue on with the hard work, and then eventually we'll have this place finished. It won't be for a long time yet, my friends, but it will be done. It will be done. So let's go to sleep and let's make a start. Alrighty, guys, so the resource farms are in place. I've dyed some sheep brown and green because I feel like brown and green are going to go quite well for this area down here. I've done a little bit of terraforming, and I've started to make a little bit of an area down here where we're going to put the marketplace. So let me just take you through what we're going to be doing here. So, if you haven't noticed already, there's sort of little areas all over the place, and these are going to be the market stalls. Now, as you can see, we're going to have a post here, and then the villager or whoever is going to wind up in, let's say, this space here, right? So if we just go and do that for all of them, so we've got like a better visual representation of what's going on, we do that one there as well. Let's replace that dirt block right there. And yeah, this place here is actually directly underneath the turret or tower that's going to be going up there, right? So I kind of figured, hey, it might be a cool idea if we went ahead and made the spiral staircase that's going to exist inside that place go all the way down to here as well, you know? I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, we could just drop all the way down to the market and then go out from here if we so wished. I thought that'd be pretty cool anyway. So, talking of being pretty cool, why don't we go ahead and start putting in some of these things here to get a little bit of infrastructure going. So, we'll start off with the fences, and these dirt blocks here are sort of the placeholders for the carpet. Now, the bad news is we have to have a bit of string sort of in front of this place in order to be able to place a carpet on top of there like that, right? I mean, you know, I don't know, you can kind of see it, but you know what? I think there's worse things to cry about, to be honest, so I think we're okay with that. I honestly think we're okay with that. So, we're using green and brown because, like I say, green and brown pretty much goes quite well for this area. So, I'll have a little bit of that going there. So, maybe in the case of this one, should we have, like, all one color? I mean, like, all of that? I mean, we could do. We definitely need some more brown sheep, though. Let's just say that for now. Right, so boom, boom, and then maybe we can have a bit of brown carpet in there as well. Right, I guess now's as good a time as any to see if any of the brown sheep have regenerated their wool. It would be awesome. And hey, it looks like they have. Fantastic. Hey, look at these guys, mate. Everything's looking good. The bad news is they're kind of like chewing through podzol, which I don't know if I'm a big fan of because I'm rather fond of podzol. And the bad news is, on top of that, podzol does not generate on dirt. So, yeah, you can't, like, make it spread like you can with mycelium. It would be awesome if that was the case because then, you know, podzol would be a properly renewable resource. But, you know, you can't have everything in the world, can you? So, yeah, I'm not too heartbroken about it. But anyways, there we go. We've got that thing going right there. Should we, as a bit of extra decoration, do you guys think we should put like a wall there or something to add a little bit more color? I mean, from down here, you'll only be able to see like a tiny little slither. And I want this to look like properly established mini shops or something, right? I don't know, maybe it's just me. But talking of being just me, I do kind of want to get rid of this podzol here. Yes, I am using the wrong tool, but it is the only thing I have silk touch on, sadly. I really need to get a silk touch shovel because, you know, it's a valuable asset to have, is it not? So, yeah. But anyways, I'm doing this because I want to replace all of this with path blocks because I think path blocks will look really, really nice here. So, if we just continue taking... Ah, dang it. Ah, I done broke it, guys. I done broke it. I'm a terrible person to myself. There we go. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good job, Python. You're very good at breaking things accidentally. Oh, dear. Right, so here we go. Let's just get these final bits dug up here. There we go. And you know what? I think I might keep that bit there for a bit of decoration or something. So here is what we're going to go and do. We're going to make this grass sort of circle around the outside of this sort of central column area. The central column area is... It's going to have, like, bushes in the middle of it. I think it will look really, really nice. Maybe we could have some, like, podzol sort of dotted in here or something. And then in the meantime, we can go ahead and start converting these into path blocks, as I mentioned I would, right? So let's do that. Let's do that. I don't think I want any coarse dirt down here. I think it would be nice if we had a combination of just podzol and then the path blocks. Because as you can see, they actually go together really, really well, don't they? Huh, like surprisingly well, in fact. I'm really, really happy about that combination, actually. Look at it. It works really good, doesn't it? Huh. Okay. And I'll tell you what else as well, my friends. We need to make sure that, our building skills are up to par, because I'm noticing some stone blocks where the path blocks are, and you know what? I'm not a big fan of that. I want to make sure that everything is done to the best standard that it can be done to. So, yeah. But yeah, you get the general gist of what I'm doing here, hopefully. So the plan is here, we want to go ahead. I'm thinking maybe we have a combination of some flower pots or maybe some bushes here and there as well, right? That'd be a cool idea. So maybe we can have like a bush here. Maybe we could replace this one with pods of, for example. Maybe we do the same here as well. And then, yeah, replace these coarse dirt blocks with the leaves, because I think it will look pretty cool. So yeah, anyways, I need to go and grab myself some more wool, do some more resource collecting, try and make these things look a little bit more established, and then of course we need to start working on the aesthetics and also the pathway going up to the house, because, you know, if you have pathways, then that's the greatest way of getting inspiration to do more builds along the pathways, right? It's pretty cool, man. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this. It's not often I do building on camera, so let me know what you guys think about the old building episodes in the comments area below. I mean, I'm down to do more of these. The only time I feel comfortable doing building episodes is when I 100% know what I'm doing, right? So, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But I'll tell you something. We actually have all of the resources we need. And I'll tell you something as well. There is no better feeling than actually being prepared for all of these things. You know what I'm saying? Oh, dear. Right, we'll have one of each type of sapling, because that would look kind of cool. We don't want to go too overboard with it, okay? So, let's get back down here. Let's have a look at it from the top, actually. You see, this is looking pretty good, isn't it? Guys, this is looking pretty good. I'm a big fan of this. Huh. Would it be worthwhile, do you think, to put Podzol underneath this? Yes. Yes, I think is going to be the answer to that one. I think it will be worth it. So we've got a bit of that there. We're going to have a little bit down here as well. This one, we're going to have some, like, long grass or something, just to make it, you know, a little bit nicer. So let's put that there. Let's put these here. Let's grab out the couple of saplings that I picked up. There we go. And I don't think we have any long grass. Maybe we could just shear some up and then put them down. Oh, we've got some ferns here. Hey man, ferns are pretty cool. And of course you can get double tall ferns as well, right? Huh. It's not very often I get ferns and build with them. Mostly because I don't have access to them. So, you know, that kind of sucks. But you know how it is. You just kind of get on with what you've got. Okay, so yeah, that's looking really good, isn't it? Do we think that double tall ferns / double tall grass would work there? I'm almost thinking that it will, because we're kind of going for like an overgrown look. So maybe if we head in here, do we have any bone meal? Oh man, are you kidding? Do we not have any bone meal around? Oh boy, our bone supply is looking less than desirable. Ah, jeez. Right, well, I guess we'll have to leave it as it is for now and then come back to it later. But like I say, my friends, we want to make a bit of a start on the pathway going from this place over to the first ever house we built in episode 1. So we need to start smoothing this area out and then making a pathway. Let's get it done. Yeah, guys. So, I managed to farm out some of the mobs. I basically went ahead and I did an entire night of just mob hunting, and I managed to get myself 30 levels. Now, guys, check it out. We finally did it. We got Silk Touch. I was really, really lucky. I really was. Efficiency 3 was the thing that popped up on the enchant table, and it so happens it's got Unbreaking 3 and Silk Touch as well. So, Excavator plus Silk Touch. How much is that going to cost? 24 levels. We can actually do it, guys. Hell yeah. Silkyvator. Nah, I'm just going to keep it Excavator. There we go, guys. At long last, though. We're down to 3 levels, but that was well worth it, because now, as long as we keep this thing mended at all times, we never, ever have to make another Silk Touch shovel again. Ah, man, I'm so happy. I really, really am. So, guys, let's have a little bit of a progress update on the little market area. I've done a little couple things here and there. First of which being this lamp post here. I decided to put a lamp post in just so we've got ourselves a little bit of lighting around here. And in addition to that, I've got these little water features around as well. I decided to implement some of the mossy cobble and cobble. Obviously, mossy cobble is part of the build palette / block palette you get in Mega Tiger Biome. So, I thought it would be fitting to have them in here. And yeah, as you guys know, waterfalls, they spruce up any build, so I just decided to chuck a couple in. So, yeah, things are looking good. We've got some lights going. We got all of the wool bits in. I decided to put some wood on either side behind the fences so it looks a bit more structurally sound. And I decided to mix in the dark oak and the spruce wood together just to give it more of a ye olde feel. And talking of a ye olde feel, one of the suggestions I think I saw in the comments of the last episode was trying to introduce vines. Now, I don't think I've got any vines around here. We're going to have to go ahead and find ourselves a swamp biome somewhere. I believe I have found one in this world, but I just can't remember where it is. But if we grab some vines, it might be a cool idea to start putting them along the walls here and just sort of letting them spread. I don't know, man. I think it'd be pretty cool. But whatever the case may be, as you can see, I've also started on the staircase here. And now that we have ourselves a silk touch shovel, getting all of these resources without having to use our diamond pickaxe, the wrong tool to dig things up, it's going to be so much easier, guys. So, yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it. So I'm going to need to dig myself up a whole bunch of regular grass because I kind of want to continue on with the theme of the path blocks because I think they work really, really well within this biome. We're going to make it connect from there over to the house, as I said before. So, yeah, let's get it done, folks. And here we go, folks. We've got ourselves a pretty rudimentary, pretty simple pathway going on here. I decided to put these little sort of fence sconces, like torch sconces up. I thought they fitted the area quite nicely. Very, very simple to do. Obviously, just a couple fences. Then a torch on top. You know, pretty simple. We've got ourselves a dark oak base, and then, yeah, we've just got these spread around the place. So, one of the other things that I saw that you guys were suggesting in the last episode is that we should use torches as opposed to glowstone. Now, when it comes to the sort of more grand build, in other words, you know, the actual surroundings, I think glowstone actually works pretty nicely, but maybe on the inside, yeah, you guys are probably absolutely right. Maybe torches would actually work better than glowstone. But I still think that glowstone works quite nicely in the block palette of this particular project, which is why we're using it every now and again. For example, with the little lamppost down there, very, very subtly. There's also glowstone sort of hidden in the walls beneath some leaves, so we can at least, you know, make sure that the light levels are all good, so no hostile mobs could spawn here, right? There's also glowstone at the very bottom there. You might be able to see the top of the texture there. And yeah, aside from that, everything is looking good, my friends. So, I think probably the next thing I'd like to do is try to make the staircase going all the way up that thing. Probably up to where that surface is there, okay? So, all we need to do is figure out where the center is. And do you know what? I think what might be a better idea is if we do it from the top going down. In which case, I should probably get the Y coordinate here. 64. Okay, so we need to go to Y64 down from wherever the top of this place is. So, all we have to do is get up here. There we go. Find the 3x3 center. And then, quite simply, dig down like a pro. Alright, guys. So, let's get this little dig here done. And we'll try and get the staircase implemented. Alright, guys. So, here we are. We're going to go to the market. Hello, imaginary villagers. Why don't you give me a bunch of emeralds? And let's get out of here. As you can see, guys, the staircase has been implemented. We've got our typical little pool right here. So if we really wanted to jump down just the center of it, then we can. So yeah, if we go up the staircase here, we actually managed to get it to accidentally perfectly align up with where I wanted to put the surface entrance of this thing. So, you know, that's pretty cool. So this, of course, would be the entrance, the sort of surface level entrance. We've got the lower basement entrance, obviously, down there. And obviously, we need a top entrance, which will eventually connect up with this tower here, and then of course that tower over there. You can see where the pathway is starting to come out of there. It needs to connect up with this, and then bada bing, bada boom. One piece comes together at a time, and everything looks good. So yeah, there's one thing I did want to check out. I did notice that as I was constructing the bottom half of the tower, it was starting to sort of poke out down here, and you know what? I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know if I like the tower being exposed like that, or whether or not I should go ahead and cover it up with dirt to make it look like there's nothing really there. Although then again, we could potentially, if we really, really wanted to, we can make a sort of manger sort of entrance here, sort of going into the project area. So maybe, you know, we go down the bottom there. This is the first tower you come across. Or maybe we could avoid the tower altogether and then make the pathway go straight away into the market area and make the market area into sort of like the main entrance of this area, because we don't really have an entrance yet, do we? And this place here looks really sort of entrancey, doesn't it? Especially if we head down here, you're going to notice that there's sort of an archway here, sort of a natural archway. So we could go in here, and then we'll have like another archway maybe there or something that's got a whole bunch of like fences, almost like a castle entrance kind of deal. And yeah, we can go into there. Let me know what you guys think of that. Do you reckon this should be like the main entrance area into this place? I almost think that we should have multiple entrances into this thing because it is a very, very large area, and having to go all the way around to get back in would be maybe a bit of a pain in the butt. But obviously, you know, with me, I've got my Elytra, but maybe with you guys, with your map downloads, obviously every 10 episodes is a map download, then maybe you'll have a bit of trouble getting in this place. I don't know. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I think we should have multiple entrances, and I think that archway should be one of them. So guys, that is going to wrap it up for today's episode. So before we head off, of course, let's do the comment question of the video coming from Win Edwards. You should make a pigman farm and have villagers that give you emeralds for gold and zombie flesh. Absolutely, absolutely, Win. I could not agree with you more. A gold farm is definitely something that is on the cards in terms of farm making for a future episode. But I think before that point comes, I'd like to make an Enderman farm. I just need to pluck up the courage to go out to the end, grab all the resources, get all the resources needed. Of course, get ourselves a whole bunch of ender pearls so we can get endermites to spawn, because, of course, the design we'll use is endermites. You know, the whole endermites lure in the enderman. They all drop down to a central point, and then you just kill them for XP. But yeah, absolutely. Gold farm is definitely on the list of things that I want to do in this series. Like, honestly, guys, there's so many things I want to do in this series. Obviously, you know, we've got our 3 main project areas. We've got the wood fortress, we've got the village, we've got Bolly Bay. All 3 of those are all still going strong, my friends. And like I say, once again, when Hermit Quest ends, we should be back to sort of a much more frequent episode schedule when it comes to this series, Hermitcraft, Bedrock, all that kind of stuff. So guys, I want to thank you for watching. If you guys have enjoyed this episode, and of course you're excited to see more, the best way of letting me know if you do want to see more is by dropping a like rating. It would help out myself, the video, and of course the channel out very much, and I'd super appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button if you do not want to miss out on future content, my friends. Let me know what you think of this little build that I did down here today, my friends. Obviously, all suggestions and feedback are appreciated. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate your continued support, guys. And I'll see you guys in the next episode.